that the speed at which we are moving forward with mHealth is a little slow, given what I would call the array of opportunities that exist in this and the potential returns that comes along with it. Number one, I want to agree with my sister that privacy and confidentiality of medical records is a key high priority, and that is one area that we must all acknowledge that our policies are not clear, are not supportive, are not straight, and the government has also not yet have a database for all persons in Kenya, and so that's a challenge for the implementation of a mHealth solution. However, I want to say that the opportunity that exists is quite great. Number one, let's think of mHealth as one component of mHealth as communication to the client. Let's think of the messages we can send out to this client. Let's think of how this can change the way we are operating. Just to mention a few. Number one, think of a situation where we know very well KEMSA is not up to date with its supplies, and a client has to come to a facility seeking care more than 3 times and be told that the supply is not yet with us. What if I send this client just a simple message to alert this client that this supply is not yet with us, in as much as your return date is today, please check with us on a later date, or we'll let you know when the supplies are with us. You'll have saved this client the transport cost. Think of a situation where we have specialized lab tests. A good example is the HIV care, where we have the test, the PCR test. This is conducted in about 3 labs in Kenya, and actually we need people to wait for results from this centralized testing points. A good example is Kebri, Kisumu. Another example is Alupe, and another example is National HIV Reference Lab. And with all this, clients will come to the facility looking for their infants' results, and the PCR result is not yet ready. And I am just saying that there are some simple messages that if you send them out, you're going to save these poor clients transport costs, time, and additional more. Because when it comes to the baby, probably the baby needs to be bought for something. Another thing that I want to also say, just imagine a situation where somebody is on a medical regime that is timed, and you can only send a message to remind the person of the times for the medication. Especially think of the youths who are HIV positive and are actually facing stigma. And for the sake of that, they sometimes miss to adhere to their drugs. So at the end of the day, the opportunities is so wide that will not infringe into your privacy at times, but we are not moving with the speed required to save this kind of lives.